Hello, my courageous Cancer, and welcome to your love reading. This is a love bonus, so please do take what resonates. It's just general and toss the rest. And if you haven't checked out your other readings on my channel, please do so. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be reminded when I put up other readings, such as weekend readings, general readings, New Year's readings, those kinds of fun things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We will be using two love decks to clarify towards the end. So this top row is indicative of kind of where you are now. Time is fluid in tarot, so do keep that in mind. You may have already started this progression, or you may just be kind of heading into that. The second row is kind of where you'll be going the next month, 2 months. Again, it's fluid. And if you can't see these, that's no problem. We are going to go through them one at a time. And the last row is indicative of kind of whatever you believe, your higher divination, spirit, communion of saints, the universe, whatever you believe is your guide, their advice to you. For the purpose of this, we will just consider it, we'll call it spirit for you, just for general purposes. So let's kind of get started here. We have the Six of Wands in reverse, okay? So I feel like for a lot of you, you feel like you are kind of not going forward, right? You're not moving forward in a positive direction. Many of you feel like this has just been a situation for the longest time where you take one step forward and you take 2 steps back. You know, you might get somewhere, meet somebody, you think things are going kind of well, and then all of a sudden falls flat, or they ghost you, or you just find out something about them and you're like, whoo, glad I dodged a bullet there. So, you know, I feel like relationship wise, and maybe even in other aspects of your life too, you know, you start feeling like things are going good financially and then you take a hit on something. But I feel like for a lot of you, with that being in reverse, you just feel like you're not moving in that forward direction you want to, okay? However, we have the Queen of Wands here as your second card. So this is letting me know that big opportunities are coming into you, okay? So you're feeling fiery hot here, okay? Big opportunities are going to be coming into you. You're going to be giving out that energy to like bring in those opportunities, let people know, especially in a romantic sense, if that is what we're specifically referring to here, in a relationship sense, that you are open, you're available if that's the case. And if it's something where, you know, you're in a relationship and you're wanting to move it forward, or if you're in a relationship and it's kind of things have gone stagnant, you know, this is kind of your opportunity to really kind of rekindle that or move forward in a positive direction with that. So I see that you are going to be putting out those vibes, right? Those opportunistic, hey, I'm open, I'm available, let's do this, fiery hot energy vibes. So that's really a positive thing, okay? And then we have Justice card in reverse, right? Now I know everybody's like, oh, great, I'm not going to get justice. I don't necessarily feel like that's a negative card here. What I do feel like though is that for some of you, you know, it just may take some time, okay? It may be something where you are personally going through, maybe you're going through a separation. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe you're going through something that is, you know, taking some time for funds to come through. Things that are taking some time in the court systems, or bureaucratic things. Justice, the wheels of justice move slowly. And I think for this, with that being in reverse, I don't think it's saying that you're not going to get your justice, you're not going to get a great thing. What I think it's saying is that if you're looking for this to move quickly, okay, it's not probably going to move as quickly as you want it to. If you're looking for things to be, you know, one-sided for you, I don't think that's going to be the case. You're going to have to give and take, okay? So you may think you're 100% right, okay, if you're in a relationship, right? This is more geared toward, this specific part is more geared toward those that are already in a relationship and you feel like it's gone stagnant, or you're in a relationship that's kind of hit or miss, or you're wanting it to move forward and it's just not, okay? And you feel like this is just not just. I feel like maybe just hang in there, okay? You may have to do some give and take right now, okay? That may not feel the most just to you right now. You may feel like, hey, I've put in the hours, I've put in the time, I've done my due diligence. But if you give and take a little now, I think it'll pay off in the end, okay? But I do think it's gonna take some give and take, you know, some balancing there that maybe you don't feel is right. Maybe you feel like you've been giving everything and they've been giving nothing. And maybe that's how it feels to you. But remember that there's always two sides and they may see it different too. So just kind of do some give and take. And I feel like that's all that's really kind of saying for you at this particular point, because I feel like with your Queen of Wands, I don't want to sound harsh, but I feel like with your Queen of Wands energy here, you may be a little bit forceful in what you want right now, okay? And maybe the other person is just a little bit taken aback by it, or a little bit like, okay, it's a little too much for me to process, or too much for me to handle, or too much too fast, or whatever it may be. And so even though you feel just in it, they may not feel like that's right or just for them right this second. So just try to see things from both sides, okay? That's all I'm going to say on that. But where are we going forward, right? That's the main thing. So here we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And again, I feel like, you know, this is normally where you could feel like you're putting burdens down. This is really something where I feel like you're still feeling very burdened by this, okay? And just to be honest with you, I feel like it's going to be a while that, again, you're not mostly feeling patient right now. That Queen of Wands, fiery hot energy is saying, you know, I want this, I want it now, I want things to be better, I want this relationship now, or I want it to move forward now, or I want you to dote on me more than you are now, and you're just not feeling like you're getting the justice that you need. And so you're feeling very burdened by this, right? It's not moving forward in the way you want. Again, it's under that Six of Wands in reverse. You feel like, gosh, it's just not happening fast enough. Okay. I think the key for you here is going to be patience, patience, patience. Okay. To accomplish anything, I think you're going to need patience, because I think right now you may just be wanting it a little bit faster than it's going to happen. And you may end up alienating or shoving somebody away that really does want to be with you, really does care about you, because you're just wanting it a little bit faster than they're willing to give it. Not that they're not willing to give it, just they need a little bit more time or space or effort or whatever, okay? So I feel like you're feeling very burdened by this. They may be feeling burdened by that, okay? But if you kind of just ease up, I think it will smooth itself out, because your next card is the Ace of Wands, okay? And the Ace of Wands is like perfect opportunity. You're getting that strength. You're harnessing that strength of Ace of Wands to really kind of amp up, you know, right? This could be good or bad for you. Again, it depends on how you use it. If you use that Ace of Wands energy to put the opportunity out there and say, listen, I'm available, okay? I want this. I want to be with you. What is it you need from me to feel comfortable, relaxed, make this, you know, work? Because that's what I want. Then it's going to be a fantastic card, right? You are putting off amazing energy. You're giving the opportunity for an amazing relationship, all of that. However, this card could have the exact opposite meaning if you use it, if you wield this wand in a way that is like, I'm so burdened, I'm so angry, I'm so frustrated, I'm so feeling unjust in the way they're treating me, because I'm just now, that you amp it up from the Queen of Wands that you're underneath here to the Ace of Wands and start putting down ultimatums and demands and everything else, it could backfire, right? You may lose something that is very good for you because you scare it off, right? You just are too much. And you know, if that's fine with you, if you're like, look, if somebody can't handle it, if they're not willing to do what I need, then I don't want them anyway, and you're fine with that, then hey, that's more power to you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you how to, you know, choose your partner, but if this is somebody that you really want and you're not really willing to get rid of them if you throw down an ultimatum, just make sure you're willing to stick with that ultimatum if you throw it out there, right? You're willing to stand by it and let them go if they don't follow through, right? Because this is a strong card. This is a powerful card, right? That is fiery hot energy. And the thing about it is it's followed up here by this King of Wands in reverse, okay? And I feel like that's their energy, okay? I feel like they have that King of Wands energy for you. I feel like they really do. They could be that perfect fiery hot energy for you. They could be that person that could be the most perfectly balanced for you. they're under that justice in reverse card. They could be that person that is the yin to your yang, right? You might be that high strung, I want everything now, and they're the one who brings you down and calms you, and you guys are that perfect balance. You know, that's what a good relationship is, right? Where you complement each other and you balance each other out, right? They are perfectly suited to be that person. But with that card being in reverse, they may be saying, okay, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to go with it, right? I'm out of here. If you're going to be that pushy at me, if you're not going to allow me to put out my energy in the way that I feel I need to, right? In a way that I also feel is just. If you're not going to let me shine in the way that makes me feel good, because it's all about the way you want it, when you want it, how you want it, the minute you want it, then it's never going to work, right? And you may end up losing them, okay? So I do truly believe that this is something where you really need to kind of rethink how you utilize that Ace of Wands energy you've got, okay? Can you talk yourself down and say, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to just ride it out. Okay. I'm just going to go with the flow, right? Because in the long run, this may be my equal. This may be my equilibrium here, right? This may be my justice. This may be my balancing scale, right? And I just need them to slow me down a little bit so we don't do anything rash. And I can maybe I'll speed them up just a little bit, just not to my level, but you know what? It'll be the perfect medium, right? They may speed up a little bit, but just not to where you want. But you have to give them the chance to do that, right? Or they may very well just take their wand to someone else, right? And be gone, right? That sounded really bad. Take their wand to someone else. Anyway, okay, moving on. So down here is Spirit's advice to you. So let's see what that says. We have the 3 of Wands here, and this is under your 6 of Wands in reverse and your 9 of Wands in reverse, okay? 3 of Wands in reverse, right? I feel like this is Spirit telling you, you're not even surveying. You're not even looking at it. You are so mindset on what you want that you're not even surveying the situation. You're not even really looking at, okay, what do I have that's great? Why am I in such a hurry? Why can't I just build on this and wait for that foundation, that 4 of Wands type foundation happiness? What is it that, is it worth losing to have it right now? Why am I so impatient? Okay. I think Spirit is telling you, you're not even surveying it. Stop, take the time, think about it. Why are you pushing this? Are you really willing to lose somebody because you're being so demanding or so, overbearing that you're scaring them off with your timetable, or so, ultimatum giving that they are panicked, or I can't do it, or I'm never going to be able to, give you all the things you need kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is like the ultimate warning here. You're going to constantly be disappointed and frustrated. You're going to constantly feel like you're moving backwards because you're never going to be happy if you can't stop, take a moment and think about it and survey, okay, what do I need to really value? And is it worth the risk? Is it worth the loss? Or should I just calm down, take it back a notch, take a step back, rethink about it, go back to the 2 of Wands and make a couple decisions that are better, calmer, more rational, and go from there, right? And the next card with this from Spirit is the Star card, and it's in reverse, okay? So again, this is under your Queen of Wands and your Ace of Wands, right? So again, I think that this is Spirit's warning to you. They are saying, look, you have every potential to be a star, absolute star in a relationship, star in life, star in anything you want, right? Absolutely. Queen of Wands energy, Ace of Wands energy, you're fiery hot, you are charismatic, you are an amazing person, right? That has never been the problem. That has never been in doubt. That's not even in doubt that they want to be with you. None of this is in doubt. It's just you can be a little bit overzealous, overexcited, over demanding, perhaps for some people's timetable, a little bit too much for some people, okay? And maybe you're fine with that. Maybe you're like, okay, well then those aren't my people. That may be the case. On the other hand, it may be that you're like, but that is my person, and what I do need is a balance, right? Because if you look at the star is pouring out on 2 sides, right? It's a good balance. You've got things pouring out on both sides. You've got a little bit of a balance there. And you're not balanced. The star's upside down because you are not balanced. You cannot be the sole star. You cannot have you be the center with everything rotating around you. This is what Spirit's trying to tell you. You cannot be that Ace of Wands, that Queen of Wands with the whole world rotating around you and expect anybody else to feel like they're justified in that relationship, or they can have that King of Wands energy in that relationship, because they're just going to always feel like they are doing nothing but being your second, doing your bidding, following what you tell them to do. And no one's going to be happy like that. Relationships have to be give and take, right? Spirit's telling you, gotta have some give and take. You gotta have some, a little bit of moderation in the way you choose to do things, right? Calm, communicate, a little bit of give and take, a little bit of compromise, right? These are the things that are important in relationships. And if you're not giving that because you're wielding these, strong, powerful wands, the other person's going to be like, I can't deal with that for my life as a relationship. You may very well scare them off, right? So I think this is heeding your warning here. And the last card is a Temperance card, and it's in reverse. So again, I think this is Spirit, again, heeding that warning. They're saying it's under the Justice card in reverse. It's under the King of Wands in reverse. The Temperance card in reverse, it's telling you, look, you are not thinking this through, right? You are not putting enough thought into this. You're not being moderate and just dipping your toe in the water and saying, hey, let's take it slow. Let's think it through. Let's dip our toe in the water. Let's move slowly. Let's do things a little bit more in your pace. Okay. I can see where you're coming from. Maybe you speed up just a bit and I slow down just a bit and we meet in the middle. Instead, it's saying if you keep at this rate, if you're going to just shove them away, right? You're going to have a King of Wands in reverse. He is going running, okay? You're going to have Justice flipped, where you feel like you're not getting justice. They feel like they're not getting justice. They're out of there, right? They are unhappy. You're unhappy. Everybody's unhappy because a relationship is not meant or made to be 100% one-sided. It's just not. So again, I think this is very much Spirit saying, listen, you are not taking this slow. You're not thinking this through. You're not dipping your toes in the water. Slow down, take your time, think it through, allow yourself to calm down. You don't need to be, is it worth losing somebody just to try to force them to speed up? Even if you force them into something that they're not comfortable doing, is it going to last? Nope. All things in moderation, and moderation is going to be what both of you find as moderate. Okay, so keep that in mind. So if you feel like right now, especially if this isn't the first person that you kind of feel like maybe, oh my gosh, I've scared off people before, maybe this is your sign. Here's your sign that you need to just kind of chill, and I know for a lot of us it's really, really difficult, especially if we're lonely, if we've been in bad relationships and we just are craving a good relationship, okay? Or if we've been out of a relationship for a very long time, or as we approach holidays, it's the worst time to feel lonely. There's a lot of factors that go into that where you're like, I just really want more. I just really crave connection. And that's very true. And I know that's very difficult to overcome, but it's certainly not going to help to try to force someone into a corner. It won't last. Or to try to come on so strong that you scare someone off. You're not gaining any ground. You're, again, taking one step forward and 2 steps back and having to start all over again and lose somebody that you potentially care about. So, again, keep that in mind. We're going to pull 3 love cards here on these 3 rows here and see what we're looking at. And then we will pull 3 more of the other love deck and see what we find for you there as well, okay? So let's see, we got 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we've got playfulness, okay? And I do think that this is, Spirit kind of saying, listen, stop being so burdened. Stop pushing forward so hard. Stop just not even surveying and just shoving ahead. Be playful, enjoy this. Think about the things that you can enjoy and take it day by day, okay? Take it as it comes. Enjoy it. If you would just kind of enjoy it instead of constantly pushing forward for more, then, you would really see that not only could you enjoy it, but they can enjoy it. And they might also see, hey, I'm enjoying this so much and I'm not being pushed. They might come up to your level a little bit faster, right? Enjoy it, be playful with it, be happy. Don't just spend all your time trying to force ahead, right? This could be the one, okay? And again, like I said, this may very well be the right person you don't want to lose. They have that King of Wands energy. They care about you. They have that fiery, hot energy for you, but they're going to take it and go if you scare them off, if you try to force them into a corner, if you try to make them feel less than justified in who they are or what their position is in this relationship or value is in this relationship, because you're like, it's my way or the highway. I want it now, now, now. Like, you know, the girl from Willy Wonka, I want it now, you know, okay, you can't be like that, right? So, you know, this is Spirit, again, reminding you, this could be the one. You know, this could be your star relationship, but you can't be the center of it with everybody orbiting around you. This has to be a relationship, right? If you're going to wield that Ace of Wands, wield it in a way that is playful and fun so you guys can have joy together, not separate, right? And then the last one says, let your friends help you, okay? And I think this is really important because, again, I think for you, a big deal is, and I'm feeling that for a lot of you, that maybe something that's factoring in here is you are lonely. You've been out of a relationship for a long time. Maybe you came out of a really bad relationship. Maybe it's that time of year, whatever. And maybe that's one of the reasons. Maybe it's even that all of your friends are getting married or have been married or are in relationships, and you're seeing that and you're seeing that and you're seeing that, and you're like, gosh, I don't want to be the one who is the third wheel, the single, the whatever, you know, the plus one without the plus one. You know, I don't want to be that. Well, let your friends help you. Hang out with them, spend time with them, explain how you feel to them. You know, let them help you feel, you know, find time, find other things to occupy your time, things like that, where this person doesn't feel like they are so pressured to be everything in your world all the time that they are scared, essentially, okay? Allow other people in, find other, you know, mediums to kind of spend some time where you can kind of take a little bit of pressure off this relationship, okay? And I think that'll make things easier. And this is cards here. This could be your energy, or it could be the person that you're thinking about, their energy. And it kind of will hopefully help to explain maybe what they're thinking or what you're thinking about this, and kind of maybe give you some insight, right? So let's get 3 of these. All right, so we have obsessed. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time, stalk your socials, and I hope I run into you when I'm out. And I think this is where you are. And I think this is telling you, this is why you are burdened. This is why you feel like every time you move forward, you're taking a step back. This is why, you know, you're not even surveying. And this is why, you know, Spirit's telling you, be more playful, because you're obsessing over this. You're obsessing over the relationship, everything that they do, obsessing over making sure that it's moving forward at the right pace or the right time, or somebody else's pace. You know, such and such got, you know, together in this amount of time, or they had a boyfriend in this amount of time, or they got married, a girlfriend in this amount of time, they got married in this amount of time, they had kids in this amount of time, whatever it was. You aren't competing with anybody else. You are on your own trajectory, and this is about you and that other person, and making you both feel equal and even, okay? And if you're not making them feel as important as you are, and your time frames as important as the others, then what's the point, right? So, you know, just let it step back, kind of go with the flow, right? This one says, my fantasy. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. And again, I do feel like this is on your Ace and Queen of Wands. This could be the one. And I do think this is something that this person is a great person for you. I think this person also may feel that way about you too. I think you both have very, very, very strong feelings for each other. If there's a person that you have in mind, or that you're seeing, or you're talking to, or you know, that you've been with, I think absolutely you may both have very strong feelings. But again, it's not going to work if you're trying to force them into a corner, okay? That is going to be too much for them. They can't handle it, right? So the last one here is, I'm single. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone and not looking to get into a relationship at this time. And this is on the King of Wands in reverse, okay? And I think this is exactly serving as a warning to you, okay? That this person will leave. They will become single. They will leave. They will be not attached to anyone, and may not get attached to anyone for quite a while if you scare them off, right? If you are so so ultimatum-wise, so forceful. If you take that Ace of Wands energy and just shove it down their throat, they are going to run, okay? And you will lose them. So I think all of this is kind of giving you that information. It's kind of telling you, you know, that you have everything in your power to make this a beautiful relationship. I think all the feelings are there. I think all the emotions are there. I think everything that you need is there to make this work out beautifully. But it's also, you could be your own worst enemy. You could be your own saboteur. So don't, right? Don't, okay? So everything is here to let you know what not to do, okay? Just relax, chill, let it go, let it roll, right? Enjoy yourself with this person. Take time and just have fun. Be playful. Enjoy the season with this person. Enjoy the time you have with this person. Don't demand, just enjoy things, okay? Hopefully this works out for you. If it does, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff, and I hope to see you back really soon. Bye.